Hey.
Come in.
Thank you.
Welcome to my tiny little cottage. It's I just moved here about 6 months ago, so yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's 300 years old. When I was a kid, music was like the big thing I did, and then football came in, and so my whole life has been like this sort of mix between football and music. This is Loki. Say hello. An absolute nightmare of a cat.
Doesn't surprise me, Tasha. Cats are a pain. Nice name, though. It's an important couple of weeks for Chesham. The women's team are heading off to Wycombe Wanderers in the FA Cup, and this is a real chance to kickstart their season. The men's team, who haven't won in 7 matches, are hoping hosting Enfield Town will provide their change in fortune. With both our sides struggling to get out of a tricky patch, the players are going to need some direction. When good results are few and far between, pressure builds. Pure footballing tactics can only get you so far. Instead, we turn to the leaders of the group. They're the ones who set the standards, who put their bodies on the line and show up when their team needs them the most. This is All In, Chesham United.
Yeah, and why? Yeah, so this season I've decided to make Tasha Smith my main captain. When I think of Tash, I think of me having a sister. So she's like someone that kind of knows me in and out of football.
I think today, if my maths is right, was Tash's 193rd appearance for Chesham. So this season, she'll pass 200 appearances for the club.
It's a kind of quite a big ask to be the captain of a load of new people who don't really know me or also the club necessarily and the values that we follow as a club. And I was nervous and I kind of still am, because we're at the beginning of the season still, and I do feel pressure on really trying to make sure we stay up this year. Actually, for many years I played football very kind of insular, and it wasn't really until kind of the last 2 or 3 years that I discovered that actually the more vocal I was on the football pitch, the better I played. Sometimes people can really show frustration, and it's important to let that happen and to listen to it and to understand, but also to vocalise back that showing that frustration is not necessarily the right thing for the moment. There's such a kind of equilibrium of let people speak, but also don't let the pot boil over. And so I think being able to sort of be in there and manage that. We have a manager, but I would say that as a captain, you're the player manager, and so you're trying to keep this environment steady and the ship steady. I'm trying really hard as the captain to make sure that we are following those standards and making sure that we are sticking together even when things are difficult.
We'll catch up with Tasha later on. Following a long and quite painful journey to Weston-super-Mare, which ended in an agonising defeat due to a controversial penalty in the 85th minute, the team find themselves in desperate need of a positive result. So, what does a team rely on when they're in a tough spot like this?
Their captain, as I'm pretty sure I mentioned earlier.
Yes, well, thank you, Loki. For the men's team, that role belongs to Steve Brown, who has played more than 150 times for the Generals.
Alex, it's worth saying that we did try to film with Steve for this episode, but typically his real-life job got in the way, so we'll catch up with him later in the season.
In that case, let's hear 2 people that know him well talk about him behind his back, in a nice way.
When we first come to the club, he was one of our first signings because the position we was in, we needed a leader. We needed someone who's going to kind of, throw their bodies on the line for the football club. He's an incredible human being, off the field and on the field. His attitude and application is outstanding.
He's a winner. He's a born leader. I think we see that off the pitch, away from football. He is literally born to lead, and that's what he does here. He leads by example.
Well, let's hope Steve can bring what he was born to do to the dressing room today. His experience is key to the group even when he doesn't start. Today, Vice-Captain Calamadabayi takes the armband in his place. As Loki mentioned, the men's team find themselves 7 games without a win. And it's 17th placed Enfield Town who visit the Meadow. JD and Muzzer have got to make sure that their message to the team is crystal clear.
So the key information is this: he makes all their contacts, from goal kicks, throw-ins, corners, everything. He is the main threat. He has to be marked. Even bumping in when it's on the goal kicks, all that stuff. Cal, Connor Stevens, we have to make sure he is nailed down from all the contacts. If the ball goes wide, he's looking for an aerial threat. It will be direct, it will be long throws in the box, it'll be free kicks, corners, etc.
All together, come on. Clean sheet, boys, build on it, eh? Clean sheet, another clean sheet, come on.
JD making sure that Enfield's long throw threat is well understood by the team. But it's our own Josh Aday whose long throw danger creates the first chance of the game. Alfie Williams with a shot that spins wide. Another throw, this time from Connor Stevens in the Enfield half, opens the game up. Enfield go long with their clearance, and it's that number 9 that JD mentioned in the team talk, Tommy Wood, who's chasing down the hopeful ball. They work it well out wide, and the cross skids across the 6-yard box, inviting Mr. Wood to do his thing. Yes, he puts Enfield ahead. So far, so little bouncing back from Chesham. We do look for an immediate reaction and create some chances, particularly down both wings, but lack the end product at this stage. The first half ends, and it's Calamadabayi who takes responsibility for the first half goal with some quite fruity language.
Oh, sorry.
In the goal is the only negative of the half, I'd say.
Boys, yeah, I think you've done well. Conditions and stuff, you did well. How they score their goal, for example, is we take a throw down the line and then he just booms it 50 yards in, 40 yards in the air, catches the wind, halfway line, second phase, gets down the right. But that is it. Yeah, literally that is it. Nothing else to do, right? If they carry on pressing like they're pressing with Young and Wood, we've got to build. You have to. It is so important, Connor. Keep the ball on the pitch. If you're in any doubt, you just spoon it in the air. I know it sounds, but just kick it high in the air, and then Nate gets after it, Mitch lands on the second balls, Alfie lands, and it'll be a massive point for us. Is that clear? But the biggest thing, boys, is patience. And I highlighted something on Thursday. What did I say about detail? I said it. So you're going to have box entries now. You're going to have loads of balls where you play 2v1, you play 2v2, someone's going to run in behind, you've got a little slider on you, you've got cutbacks, yeah? I need detail when you get there, yeah? So all your box entries now, how many times can you set your mate up with a little bit of detail? Huge opportunity to go and win the game. You've done well that half, yeah? You have done well that half. A little bit unfortunate, no feel sorry for yourselves, yeah? We make sure we take on all the info and we go after them in that shape. Yeah? Must.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
Time for the next 45 on a windy but pleasant afternoon at the Meadow. The Generals apply early pressure and win a corner. It's initially cleared, but the ball is sent back into the box where an Enfield player, I'm not sure what his name is, nods it into his own goal. We're level. The Equalizer lights the touch paper, and we now press Enfield as if our half-time oranges were laced with rocket fuel. I'm not sure that analogy quite works, but again, our final touch lets us down. The team, previously on fire, can smell blood. That's a slightly better metaphor. And as they work the ball forward, Enfield's Mickey Parcell is late on a challenge, but the referee waves it away. It's that man Parcell again who provides the game-changing moment. As Enfield look to clear the danger, it's his high and late challenge on Connor Roberts that causes a fairly mild but entertaining scuffle. The offending defender stays on the ground for quite some time. I timed it almost 3 minutes, presumably because he's either actually hurt or he's trying to delay the inevitable punishment. I'm 100% neutral and would never speculate. But when he does finally get up, the referee shows him the way to an early shower. Bye-bye. Even more excitingly, this is a great position for a free kick. Alex Babos stands over it and guides it in to beat the keeper. The team is hungry for more and play some slick football. Matt McClure slots away our third of the afternoon. And they're not done yet. Alfie Williams hits the woodwork directly from a corner, and Nathan Minas is there to volley in our fourth. It's a convincing and impressive win at home. An excellent way to stop the rot. Let's hope the men's win can somehow be contagious and infect the women's team with the spirit of victory as they travel to Wycombe Wanderers. It's worth mentioning that Tasha has a particularly special connection with this fixture.
I played for Wycombe my entire childhood, basically, until I was 18, 17. So, and this was actually when I was mascot for Wycombe. And yeah, so there's a little bit of a full circle moment today going back to Adams Park. But yeah, I mean, what were my parents thinking about my haircut? I really don't know. This is a funny one because I didn't play for Chesham until I was like 25. But I did play for them when I was about 14 in a Sunday league team while I was still playing for Wycombe. It's the most retro Chesham kit ever. Things have changed a lot. Like the front just is a website. I just think that's so funny and there's no badge. Anyway, there we go. Sweet. Little Tasha.
The Chairgirls play in the league below Chesham, but they've had an electric start to the season and sit at the top of their table, having won all their games so far. Unlike us. With the distance between the two clubs measuring just 12.6 miles, or 14 miles if you mistakenly go via the B485, this is a derby. A magic of the FA Cup result usually implies that the team in the lower league comes out on top. But on this occasion, Chesham do find themselves hoping that some of that magic can go our way.
They won't have faced a team that has trained as hard as you, that has played the opposition you've played, that have had the experiences that you've had in the last 7 weeks. And all of that has to come together today to absolutely spring what they think is a shock of what we actually think is just job done.
It's a fast start to the first half for Chesham, with us breaking down the right with winger Zainab linking up well with Jenny. But nothing solid comes of it. The first big chance of the afternoon falls to the home side, who work the ball forward. Win a throw-in, play the ball just inside the box. And the speculative effort tickles the top of the net. Chesham's first real opportunity to take the lead falls to Zainab, who, after a miss-kicked clearance by the goalkeeper, can't quite find the back of the net with her first-time effort. The team are finding their feet in the game, and those feet open up the next chance. From a Wycombe throw, defender Vicky Collett wins the ball, plays it to Jenny, who finds Zainab. The ball goes wide to Tasha, whose cross bounces through to Vicky on the edge of the box. And her pirouette and left foot chip beats the keeper. We take the lead. It's a classy build-up with an even more impressive finish. Oh, there's fire in our bellies, and the team's relentless press sees them win the ball deep in the Wycombe half. A loose touch invites Captain Tasha to challenge for the ball. Just as things are starting to look up, she goes down. She's made of strong stuff and doesn't want to let her team down. But the injury does force Tasha off, which is very concerning. A free kick is won in the Wycombe half. Promising young midfielder Elsa Walker stands over it. The bounce wrong-foots the keeper and we double our lead. We go into the break 2-0 up.
You've put yourself
in such a good opportunity to go and make noise. Remember what I said to you? And he will tell you, because he's been filming behind the scenes, and I keep saying to these guys behind the scenes, we are going to shock people. We are going to do it. And this is the start. This is the start. I told you in their team talk, they said they are here. We've got these to play. They gave you no respect. They're going to f***ing give you respect now. They're going to know who Chesham is now. So go out there, 15 minutes, win your battle, and let's go home.
I mean, that speech has made me want to get up and play for money right now, despite the fact I'm wearing my dressing gown. He's right, it was an impressive first half performance. What a great time this could be for us to get our first win of the season. But with Tasha injured, who will step up to lead this team to victory? And that's it for part 1 of this chapter. We're 4 episodes down, but we'll be back soon with part 2 and more episodes to carry on the story. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out. Goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. Please spread the word. Up the Generals.